Hi, I'm Melissa Reyes with Om Meditation here on BubblrMedia. And you may know me as Ms. Meliz, and you may know me as the person who's talks about a year in bloom, because that is my philosophy for this year. Particularly, I have chosen the words grow, thrive, and bloom as my focus. And it helps me to have a focus for every year as a means of having a goal or something to strive for, and helps me to stay on track and reach my goals and my vision for my journey. And so this year, I was in a place where I really felt like I wanted to nurture those parts in me that were ready to bloom and thrive. So that's what I've done. And I chose words that that meant something to me, and I made this deck of cards, so you might be familiar with them. These are daily affirmations inspired by our year in bloom. And the card for this week, the theme that I've chosen, is empower. So this card says empower, be taller than you have ever been. And in my book, which is a gathering of all the words, it says, when you are empowered or can empower someone else, you will stand taller. You will actually be taller than you have ever been. And I really look at that sense of empowerment as a way to stand taller. And I feel like when you feel good and confident and you know what it is that you want to achieve, and you're on that track to achieving it, or you've arrived, you do stand taller. You feel better, and you're breathing in a way that brings you to a higher level. So just as when we are in yoga and we elongate our bodies and we take a breath and we raise up our heads and hold it up high, we can feel how we actually sit taller on our back, and our head kind of reaches up, and when we do that, we can actually physically be taller. So in my mind, when I think of being empowered, I feel that way. And I do believe that that is a fact. You can walk and be taller if you believe in that. So hopefully that makes sense. So this will be my theme for this week, to be empowered and to walk taller. So that's my little bit of inspiration for you. And today I'm going to be doing a guided meditation, and it's a way to relax and just go to a happy place and think about being kind of on an island dream. And I use aromatherapy sometimes, and pictures, like I have my background of images that might take me away. Right now, there's a lot going on in the world. We've been thinking about some, devastation and flooding and fires and extreme weather, and it's difficult. So, one way to relax and take myself away from that for a moment, just to heal myself, heal my heart, heal my mind, and to so that I can go forward in whatever tasks I need to do. I like to go to a happy place. So you might like to come along with me. And so if you would like to do that, just take a moment and take a few deep breaths, close your eyes, and allow a smile to fall over your face. Just think of a moment that's secure and happy, and bring on a happy memory, and touch that heart space, and just think about something really good. Anything that comes to your mind, or even just the feeling of that time when you felt good. That feeling. It could be the time when little puppies were all around you and you were cuddling with them, and they were just so cute you forgot about everything else. Or maybe it was a time when you saw a baby taking a first step, or giggling or laughing in their purity. Or maybe it was when you saw a seashell emerging from when the water came back up from a wave and just kind of lapped away, and there was a beautiful seashell, and you stopped to pick it up. And you could sense that warmth from the sun, and you could hear the ocean's water and maybe a seagull up in the distance, and everything just seemed so at ease and so at peace. And that those thoughts just make you smile and know that you know what it's like to feel those things, and you can bring those feelings and memories to mind anytime that you need to, because those are very powerful images and thoughts. So right now, if you just take another deep breath and in, and let your body relax, and just relax your face. If you're smiling or not smiling, it's okay. Don't think about what you look like or what you know, or need to do after this, and forget about what you just said to anybody. Just think about just right now. Is all you have to do is really don't think about anything. If thoughts come across your mind, just say it's okay. I'm in the moment, and just say breathe. All you have to do right now is breathe. So I'm in my room here, and there's this beautiful picture behind me of an island with sand and water all around, and the beautiful sky, and the sun is hitting this tropical palm, and I'm going to spray this little spray around so that it can smell. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. It's the coconut and pineapple scent, like a Hawaiian island afternoon. That's what it's called. That really just takes me to that place even more, and I could just smell it. I'm going to read this description here. Sometimes, I'll just tell you, sometimes I light a scented candle or use essential oils, but because I have this spray, I'm using this today. The sun may be rising high in the sky or setting, or perhaps a storm is rolling in. On every continent, natural wonders and essences of good feeling are abound if we open ourselves to recognize them. The sights, the sounds, and scents of nature can draw us back to our center, to the core of who we are meant to be, to our most fundamental, authentic, and best selves. A scent like this, aromatherapy, a scented candle, anything like that, maybe sometimes it's, what is that called? Like a sage, smoke, what do they call that? Well, you know what I'm talking about. You can burn that incense. Yeah. Those scents just to help you uplift and inspire you, and just let you drift and relax into a moment where you're on that island, you're in the sand, you're sitting in a relaxing chair or laying on a towel on the beach, and you can feel that mist in the air. You can even taste that kind of salty, thick beach air. But it's so clean and so clear, like the water. And the sky is so blue. When you look at it, if you wanted to look up at the sky, you would see some clouds, but just white, fluffy, happy clouds. dancing above you. And even if you close your eyes and let your mind wander, you can even raise yourself up and be in those clouds. You can think about floating. You're so light, and life is just effortless. You can just look down at the islands and see all the trees and the water and the miles and miles of sandy beaches and the little tiki huts and whatever it is that you can imagine, or if you've seen in real life, you know what it looks like, and we've seen in pictures. I can only imagine what it must be like, just all of the trees waving with the beautiful wind blowing in my hair and just feeling it, and the whoosh, maybe a sailboat or catamaran going by, and just imagining what I might enjoy eating, some tropical and exotic foods. So, it just helps me to go through all the senses, what I might be smelling and tasting and hearing and feeling. And when I do that, I just delight in the thought that I'm here, I'm feeling these things and hearing and seeing these things, but I don't feel any pain. I don't feel any worry or concern. I don't feel any tension at all. And if I do, I just release that tension. I just release that tension. I think about myself as that cloud floating along on a sunny, warm day, and everything is going to be just fine. And I have lots of time and lots of energy, and everything is crystal clear, and I know what I need to do, and I know how I'm going to do it, and I know why I want to do it, and I know who I'm going to do it for, and everything's going to be just fine. And all I have to do when I want to remember this feeling is touch my heart and take a breath and think of that pleasant thought and let that smile come over my face. And then I can smell it. I can smell that coconut and pineapple and that sea breeze. Every continent, there's natural wonders and essences of good feelings everywhere. Every person, every people, every type of person in every country has that. Everyone has that knowledge. Everyone has that experience. We all share in that delight. All we have to do is dream it anytime you want. So I hope that this moment in your little coconut island pineapple dream has made you feel a little bit lighter today. And I hope that you walk taller today. So take a moment to bring yourself back to where you're sitting and feel yourself rooted in the space where you're at. You wiggle your toes and shrug your shoulders a little bit. Take a couple of deep breaths. And if your eyes are closed, open your eyes and adjust the light around you. And think about coconuts and pineapples and sunny beaches today, and have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me here on BubblrMedia, and thank you for listening to my little trip. And if you'd like to join me again, I'll be back here in a couple of weeks, and we'll talk about maybe some other little happy place we'll visit. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to put them in the comments and let me know what kinds of things that you like to do when you do guided meditation. Thank you. Have a great day.